Hello everyone, and welcome to the library where you can discover your next adventure. I'm your host, the author, and tonight we join the USS Gungnir, the Spear of the Shackleton, to play Star Trek Adventures, a tabletop RPG by our friends at Modiphius. Every week we continue our adventures on the wild and wonderful frontier of the Federation. And yeah, we didn't run on last week, just everyone's schedules else got blown up, so we're finally playing this week, and hopefully we can actually meet up with these Klingons today. These mysterious Klingons who are doing mysterious things in mysterious factions.
Yes.
They're
But
totally not hunting for Atron. It's fine.
They just leave us in wild goose chase to go in a circle and get us.
Yeah, especially now that we have our token Klingon with us.
They've gone slightly insane, and they think Atron is the new emperor.
Oh, not again.
Again? Wait, this happened before?
There's
Wait,
a lot
what?
of head injuries on Klingon vessels.
This one time at band camp.
Exactly.
Anyways, let's get started. Hey, OBS. This you need the screen. Can find screen? Oh, wait, I know what happened. I forgot to turn this one off. There we go. OBS is being a brat.
Oh no.
Oh no.
It brings dishonor to your house. Or its house, I guess.
Yes. All right. Anyways, we start today's episode. On the ship's interior. Captain, you apparently adopted someone, and you are talking to her after her hours. What would you be doing?
As far as talking to her?
Yeah,
Or,
this
okay.
this like a day later, and after alpha shift.
I guess just kind of catching up with her in general, trying to have a normal conversation, seeing if she knows anything about her sister's whereabouts or anything like that. But not an interrogation.
Okay. Would this be in her quarters? Would she be assigned quarters?
Yeah, she'll be assigned.
Okay.
Yeah, regular ensign quarters.
I don't know much about where Antonia is. She kind of left in a huff. She came back home for about a year, and then and went off spinward towards the Shackleton.
Does it seem like she's doing okay, psychologically, or is she upset and doing bad things?
Upset's putting it mildly. She obviously felt betrayed, and also like she was never given the chance to prove herself, and that her life aspirations were thrown away, and she didn't really like where things were going, and was reconsidering her life.
I can understand that.
And
well,
then
hopefully we'll meet under peaceful circumstances and see if we can work this out.
to be honest, I'm not even sure if he's out here.
Well, do you feel like you're getting settled in here? I know this is a pretty big change from what you were involved in before. Is this good? Is this something you want to do? Do you want to go back to Beta Z?
That I don't know. I mean, we should at least contact my parents and let them know that I'm okay.
Certainly.
Mom, at least my mother and father were more or less not necessarily on your side, but they were on Starfleet side, and said that what she did was reckless.
Absolutely, but it sounds like they used a little bit of the political influence to get her, I guess not completely off, but a better deal than she would have had otherwise.
Yeah, they definitely pulled some strings, but they didn't think she was as being negligent or that punitive action was necessary. They thought that she just went about her job the wrong way.
Yeah, well, that's what rules and regulations are for. They're often written in blood. And when you violate them, bad things can happen. But enough of that for now. Why don't you go ahead and get settled in? Feel free to open a channel to Beta Z and talk to your folks. Be happy to talk to them as well if they want to.
How far out are we? Can we get a signal?
Yeah, we should be able to. We're near enough the subspace relays to get a signal through.
Yeah, when I was with other people, we were kind of restricted to letters.
All right, well, I'll let you get settled in. I've got a ship to run and some Klingons to find. So if there's anything you need, please let me know. And yeah, we'll take it one day at a time.
One day at a time. That's all we can do.
Oh, was there a particular division that you were interested in working with? Engineering, science, medical, command, security, whatever?
Sciences. Kind of have a thing for chemistry, as you saw with my little exploding bag trick. Would be nice to see that be refined and a little more practical.
I'll have Commander Sorrell, our chief science officer, get you situated in a position you can work in.
That would be nice.
And I will take my leave and head up to the bridge.
It's beta shift now, so you're not required to be on the bridge. If you want to, you can, but Sorrel would have the con.
I think I'll just head up there because we were on our way to the Klingons, I think last known location when we got detoured by the distress call from the Luminahawks.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just make sure that we're kind of back on track.
All right. And we're at it.
Oh, I probably also will check in on what's his name, Tyvis?
Yes.
Captain, and see how his progress is going.
He is stable but still unconscious.
Good. Okay.
Whether or not
So
he wakes,
Razik's-
whether or not he wakes up is kind of up to Tyvis at this point.
Okay. I'll just ask Razix to let me know if there's any changes. And I'll send a memo to Zogar on proper use of force.
You're gonna give him a rep ding?
Oh, not a reputation ding, just a informal. Hey, non-Gorn beings are squishier than Gorn. Don't squish.
How informal are we? Are we going? Just like a friendly reminder, or are you gonna
Friendly
actually
reminder,
sit down?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, off the books, nothing official. Just
Nothing official. Okay.
Next time you're subduing us, somebody take it a little easier.
Go ahead and give me presence command difficulty 1, just to generate momentum, pull them aside a little.
Sheet here.
Yes, sheets are helpful.
Well, no momentum, but hey, at least I didn't watch it.
Yep. You give him a little talking to, just kind of like pull him aside off the bridge. Hey, next time, kind of maybe go easy on non-Gorn. Don't need brain injuries all the time. That kind of stuff.
Right. Yeah, prisoners are best when they're undamaged and conscious.
Meanwhile, Atrom.
Yes.
You have you have a non-com. What's the word? Enlisted person who is getting ready for the end of their tour. They've been serving in Starfleet for 12 years now, and is looking to retire and wants to retire on good terms and get a replacement for them.
Okay.
They are specialist slaw. Oops. Yeah. Tellarite, she is a flight deck engineer, and she repairs shuttles and stuff. He runs a team to repair some of the shuttles down there, and also works with the ship side elevator system for the hangar deck.
So, am I doing like an exit interview? What is
Exit.
What am I actually doing?
Exit interview, and also possibly training someone else to take her place.
So getting recommendations.
Yep, seeking
her.
recommendations.
Got it. Okay. And the rank is specialist?
Yep.
Cool.
Oh, author, you can't do it. She's only 3 days away from retirement. You can't kill her.
I was gonna. I'm getting death flags right now. Hang on a sec. Yeah, don't you dare, author. Okay.
Why is that console blinking?
Anyways. Specialist, you wanted to see me?
Yes, I am planning on rotating out next time we get to Narendra.
Would I know that it's the end of her, the end of her tour, basically, or?
Yeah, you'd be aware of that.
Okay, cool. Yes, you have served this crew honorably and well.
And want to make sure that when I leave, I don't leave with. I'll leave you worse off than you are.
That would be appreciated, Specialist. Did you have a replacement in mind?
Oh, I specialize engineering. Okay. He's kind of young, but crewman Brady.
Do I know anything about crewman Brady? Or Beatty?
Brady. You can go ahead and give me insight command or reason command difficulty 2.
Oh boy. Alright, hang on. I did the silly thing, it didn't open my sheet yet. Okay. Okay. Said either insight or reason command?
Yep.
I'll go with reason command. I like that better. Don't have any talents or focuses here. So. Alright. Difficulty.
Difficulty 2. To pull up his file
Difficulty.
and see if you remember anything about him.
Okay. Could I have Vogue assist me with this?
If you're using the computer or system, yes. It's not gonna lower the difficulty, but you can get like extra information from it.
Cool. Okay. Onwards and downwards. Oh, perfect.
Perfect. Ensign Brady is a crewman 3rd class, so he's 19, if that, maybe 20.
Okay.
Yeah, he's super young, but he's an engineer, has a fairly decent engineering score from the Mars Technical Academy. He joined up very quickly after our high school. As far as his record on the ship, he's technically good so long as he's not under pressure, or once alerts starts, he's prone to freezing or following orders, which is what you're supposed to do. Like if it's a dire situation, you follow the orders of the top person above you. But if you're going to be leading a crew, you kind of need to be the one giving those orders. So
okay.
That's a bit weird. But otherwise, he's a proficient engineer, or passes all his engineering test. You haven't had to go up behind him and redo any repairs he's done.
Okay. Has he shown a particular aptitude or favoritism toward flight deck operations?
Yes, he has. He's worked out the shuttle elevator or system to make it easier to load shuttles on. He removed some restraints that were there, just in case of an air breach, and that allows them to put the shuttles on 20 seconds faster. But in replacement of that, he also implemented force field systems, and he got approval for that, and that allows them to remove the hard gap.
Okay.
So engineering his way in and out of problems.
All right. So we're gonna look over the file and then look back up at specialist. Is there any particular reason why you're recommending crewman Brady?
I think the kid needs a fire under his ass. He shows aptitude, but he freezes under pressure, and I think that if we can wean him off that, he'll make a great officer. Sort of throw him off the deep end and see if he swims.
I see.
And also, kid's a darn genius. He rerouted out of the EPS system and cut out 3 meters of cables that we don't need.
Very impressive. Well, shall we light the fire under his... Atron would say the word, but I don't.
That's fine.
Shall we light the fire under his rear then, specialist? See how he does?
I'm willing to try it if you are. Granted, this is just me making a suggestion.
Excellent. Well, we'll start off with a small fire then. I'll assign him specifically as a assistant to you in your duties, and then we'll ramp it up, and I'll have him assist me with shuttle maintenance.
Very well.
And I'll on the back end, I'll make all the necessary arrangements.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a control command. It's very basic, difficulty 1. Getting some momentum off this. Assisted by computers. There's command. You would also run this by Sorrel once you get a moment, but Sorrel is otherwise occupied at this moment in time. But something for later. So whenever you're ready for that roll, Atrom. Oh goodness.
We're sorry, but the number you have reached is currently disconnected.
Did we lose him?
His Wi-Fi died.
The Wi-Fi said no.
Meanwhile, well, Fox, you got some news to catch
Yes.
up on.
Yes. All of the things that make the player have an existential crisis.
Let's open the intelligence feed.
Oh boy. What manner of chaos has the universe brought upon me now?
Which index would you like to work on today?
Chat, you're only a part of it, a very small part of it. I had one thing in mind. I was going to run down the Orions that were contacting the Jete, but I feel like I need to get more read in on the situation with Parker.
Okay. So 2 or 2A? Or 2B? Or not 2B?
Yeah, I want to know where these communications were coming from, so 2B.
Okay. That will be reason security difficulty 3, assisted by communication security.
Okay. Using the pad.
I'm gonna switch real quick because my headset's dying.
Yay.
Okay, you're using pad and what else?
I have intelligence research as a focus.
Yep.
And we're currently at difficulty 2.
Correct. Difficulty 3. It's 1 plus current level.
Didn't we start at difficulty 3?
Oh yeah, we started difficulty 3 and then the pad brings it down 1.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And you can have a threat. This is reason security?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, onwards. Holy night!
Wow.
Yeah, no. Others talk, I do. I want to reroll those 2 reds. Oof.
Talk me into it.
There are a lot that would talk about their that would talk out their work with other intelligence officers. Fox prefers to just go ahead and do what he needs to be done.
Okay, I'll take it.
All right. There we go.
Just made it 1 momentum.
There's a good start for this intelligence work.
All right, so this is now. No, I don't need a definition of the number 2. Thank you. Originally within the Shackleton.
Maybe somebody was messing with your pad.
Yeah, the ports were a bit stickier than I remember them being.
Marmalade.
Well, it does smell like oranges.
Okay. New information is saved.
Oh, there's a Sorrel.
I have to go real quick. BRB.
Damn it. Don't you innocently whistle?
Who's whistling?
Check General.
Oh, okay. That person?
Mm-hmm. Right, sure, you didn't see me use it to tell your girlfriend on you.
Hey, there he is.
Sorrel, you have a new trainee to deal with.
Oh boy.
Rost has shoved his ex potential sister-in-law onto your plate.
Well, better hold his post when the trainees run.
She expressed an interest in science, so I thought you'd be the appropriate person to get her settled.
Makes sense.
So far, the only thing you've missed is you're getting a trainee. Atrom is training a replacement for one of our crew members who is retiring soon, and I am checking on the Parker situation. I'm actually trying to get Red in on the Parker situation
Okay.
properly.
So,
Who's retiring?
It's listed in the
Specialist Saul. Slaw. Yeah, just
and
random.
crewman Brady, who is I'm going to run at the first sign of major trouble. Brady is being trained as his replacement.
Okay,
To be fair, he's only a 19-year-old.
that's a early retirement.
No, not
Oh, that's
not Slaw.
Brady.
Brady.
Yeah.
Brady is the one who is being trained to replace him, who
Okay.
is running at the sign of major trouble.
Gotcha.
Slaw's a Tellarite. If a Tellarite starts running from danger, then you know shit has been hitting the fan.
Yeah, not good.
All right. Someone.
Man, the Trom can't catch a break as far as his computer issues.
Nope.
I know. Okay. There we go. That's updated. Should be more information now.
Still waiting. Still helping.
Okay. So, any other information you want to know, and did you want to bring this up with the rest of the class?
For player knowledge or for character knowledge?
Character knowledge, but for player knowledge, whoever contacted Parker, just after he resigned, and someone contacted Parker from outside of his local star system, but within the Shackleton, and they routed it through unused channels. So someone who knows what channels Starfleet would be monitoring.
So it's either current or former Starfleet.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody potentially more towards a high rank or security or intelligence. So they would know more. They would know the channels better than anybody.
Yep, absolutely, and know how to get around communications.
Mm-hmm. And I'm trying to better figure that out at the moment.
All right. Would you like to chase down one more lead, and then we will arrive at the system?
So all I have learned, all I've gained past what is already in my feed is that they know how to get around the standard.
Yeah. Yeah, whoever did this knew what they were doing and knew how Starfleet would look into this rogue communication. So someone with knowledge of Starfleet intelligent protocols.
Then I'm gonna go to the second thing that I was looking at finding. Let's run down the Orions that are trying to sway the Jete away from actually working with the Federation.
I need to add that to this list. Hello. This is Index 7.
Yeah, as per my report, the Orions are trying to make a deal with the Jete. I believe I found that out around the time that Sorrel was getting up to leave the table.
Yep. You found that out from the Jete government.
Yeah, their government is a lot more cooperative than their ambassador. That's a shocker, isn't it?
Okay, so that is difficulty 3. To gain more information, it will be difficulty 4 with the pad brought back down to 3.
Okay. This is a reason security role?
Yes.
Oh. Okay. Intelligence research as a focus.
Yep.
And I'm spending for 4.
In threat?
Yep. And onwards. There we go.
Yay, momentums. 2 momentum. And we're editing this. Okay, and you find out that whichever sect of the Orions that were courting them, they are not with the official Orion government or any of the nominal Orion clans.
Okay, so they're
Which
either
leaves
a rogue faction or
syndicate. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that doesn't fill me with a lot of fun feelings based on who was trying to come back into this, who was trying to operate in this sector. It does not like us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's all I have for right now on them.
Yeah, you basically all that work you eliminated one possible faction, and it was definitely not anyone that was with the official Orion clans.
Okay. I'll have to work on that a bit more and probably try to make some point of contacts with official Orions in the sector.
Mm-hmm.
See if they know who's trying to muscle in on their turf.
Let's see. go ahead and 4 momentum spend. Zoom out. Make sure I got things right. Yep. As we jump into where the IKS Chawei is located.
Oh, good, we found them.
Not necessarily. Unless they... Wow, we found them really easily.
You had their location.
We had a
And
general
they're on fire.
location that was many, many hexes wide.
We have
And even
FA
narrowing it down
sensors.
from the interactions with other ships that we had, they'd still.
Oh, I don't
found
know if this question's
quick.
been answered already, but what class is the IKS Chawei?
Oh.
It's an intelligence ship, scale 4. I have a very particular class.
From everything that we heard
Um,
previously, it was just a ship assigned to Imperial Intelligence. We never got
reason
an
con
actual
diff
class.
reason con diff 2, Atrom, you can do it for diff 1.
Because Klingon.
Yes. Reason con diff 1. I don't really have any focuses that apply unless I'm looking at the warp signature because I focus on warp drives.
It would not.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. Onwards and downwards.
And
Oh, debris field. Lovely.
there's a debris field.
Rocks.
Alright.
Rocks.
Asteroid field. Great.
Not rocks. This is Yu Chapa, heavy explorer.
Okay.
And there's should be a Wikipedia entry on this because I stole that from the internet.
I will go look it up then.
This is basically designed to be a Klingon deep space explorer. Or it is combat capable, but not super focused on it. It's more focused on finding targets and maybe doing surgical strikes. So it's
I
not
mean, it makes
part of
sense
like
for
the
it
main.
being an intelligence ship.
Yeah, it's not part of the main war fleet, but it can stand on its own in fights. And yes, there is fire coming out of it.
So we knew the location, we jumped, or we warped there, and that's what we see.
Yep, you're at the edge of the field.
Alright, let's see if we can open communications with them. Comms, open the channel.
Captain, permission to be privy to the comms communication?
Sure. Might be helpful to
Ashram,
have a
do you want to
Klingon.
be on the bridge?
Yes, actually.
And Fox would be on the bridge as well. Instead of in his office where he usually is.
All right, for comms, control, engineering. Difficulty 2, communications, engineering.
Difficulty 0, but it has a complication of 2.
No, it should be the other. Oh my goodness. Sorry. I'm doing multiple things at once. Div 2 comp standard. Bailey could help on this, or you could override.
Since Charm's there, you want to go ahead and make that one?
Oh, control engineering? Yeah. L.
Use your engineering prowess to open a comm channel.
Yes. Do you want to make the initial hail, Captain, or do you want me to?
No, I'll go ahead and do it.
Okay. Opening a channel. Okay. So, focusing computers.
Not really.
Nah, no worries.
Yeah.
I'm making so many rolls without focuses today. Alright, Control engineering. Alright. Take a momentum.
Momentum I.
Boop.
And you get it back.
All right.
Yay!
Plus 1.
Well, don't we get 2 because the ship also gave us 1?
You spent 1 and then you got 1 back. And then you got 2 back. So net gain of 1.
Right, yeah.
This is the Federation starship Gungnir, calling the IKS Chawei. Come in, please.
And bending to threat.
Oh boy.
How
You're
dare they
getting
fire
audio.
on the ship of the Emperor.
You are getting audio only and very staticky. Kringta. Assistance. Repairs. Mutiny.
Uh-oh.
Those all sound bad.
Yes.
All of those sound bad.
Yep.
All those are bad words.
So, Buddy Cop's going over to attempt to put down a mutiny and
I was gonna say, mutiny on a Klingon vessel. We need to. Put down a
What's
mutiny
the source of the
ship?
fire there, too?
Yeah, where's that coming out of?
You would have to make reason engineering and diff brought up to diff 3 because the debris is kind of getting in the way.
Okay. Do you want to do that one, or shall I, Captain?
Be my guest. I can assist if you want.
Okay.
If that's okay.
Yeah. Reason engineering. Would emergency repairs count as a focus? Because I'm assessing damage.
I'll take that. Yeah, you need to know what's broken before you fix it.
Yay, focus.
Yay, I have a focus now.
Yay. Okay, you said it was a diff 3 now?
Yep.
Take it.
However, you do have advanced sensors that read diff 2.
Ah, excellent. Okay, so go ahead and take a threat. And onwards and downwards. Yeah, I'm re-rolling one of those, because bull engineering. Goodness! Okay.
2 momentum.
You and Roz got this one figured out.
Yeah, yeah.
It appears that they are purposely venting in their warp plasma from their nacelles.
Purposely?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is a controlled old vent. This isn't a breach. And I'm spinning for or a threat.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Now they're
As
firing
a new ship contact that comes in.
Oh no.
If our surprise guest can enter now.
I swear to God.
What?
Huh?
Huh?
Dun 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 dun.
Hello, welcome back.
We're hailing them.
You get a communication in from this rogue civilian ship.
Well, open channels.
What the hell are you doing here?
Well, we're looking for a lost Klingon intelligence ship. What are you doing there?
Stopping people from getting to the that.
Under whose authority?
Public safety?
Not a good
Safety,
enough
right?
answer. Not a good enough answer. Intelligence matters.
Look, you're not. You haven't talked to it yet, right?
Too late.
Yeah, we just established communications with them. It sounds like they're having a lot of trouble there. And a mutiny as well.
Just back off.
Why?
You're gonna have to give us
What's your
more.
plan here?
Would you care to elaborate?
Also, author, we probably wouldn't be that close. Like we probably wouldn't warp in that close to the Chawe.
Yeah, you would be like at extreme range, trying to stay out of it.
Yeah. That thing has a tendency to hit everything around it.
Which is consistent with the reports we already had.
Yeah.
And the ship itself is claiming a mutiny happened, so it would explain why they were firing at everything.
Yeah. Okay. Just it's not gonna go anywhere much right now. Just okay.
Well,
So,
regardless,
who are
our
you
orders
working
are either to reclaim the information that ship is containing for Imperial intelligence, or destroy the ship so no one else can have it.
Destroying it probably a lot more likely than getting on the thing.
Arthur, from the look I gave it earlier, how damaged is it?
Communications are severely damaged. Structures are damaged. Engines are damaged. Weapons are damaged.
How badly? Are we talking like they took some hits, or oh gosh, half the nacelle is missing? Basically, I'm trying to suss out how dangerous supporting action would actually be.
It's fairly chewed up. Not half a nacelles is missing, but you are detecting significant power air fluctuations across the ship, and there are holes in the structure that make it a little difficult getting around.
Okay, so no worse than anything else we've boarded.
Is the venting warp plasma a danger, I would imagine?
If you beam in from the other side, it should be fine.
Right. Vera, what are you doing here? I mean, where are you involved in this?
Look, I'll explain once we're at a safe distance, okay?
Safe distance from what?
The Chawe.
Why do we need to get a safe distance from it? We were planning on going in to see what we can do to help.
Thing's been running on a rampage.
It seems disabled, Vera. I'm not sure how much of a threat it poses.
The ship has been damaged by multiple engagements and is at the tail end of what is apparently a mutiny.
Yeah.
Most of the ship's teeth have been removed at this point.
Yeah, you'd say that. Yep.
You have something to add to our assessment?
What I've been seeing it doing.
Which is?
Like I said, running on a rampage.
Hard to run on a rampage when you're actively venting warp plasma and have multiple holes in your superstructure.
And at this point, we have no proof that it poses a threat to anything like the Gungnir. Only the smaller vessels that have been patrolling in this area. Regardless, Captain, I suggest that we make sure our shields are raised and we're at yellow alert.
Go to yellow alert.
All hands to general quarters.
Hey, Author.
Yes.
In its previous combat engagements, what was its style? Would it just like decloak, shoot stuff, and leave? Or was it the kind that would lay ambushes?
Generally, it would cloak, get as close as it can, and stab you in the face.
Okay, so no like fake. So for instance, not faking being in distress. You park next to them and they shoot you, sort of thing.
That's not very honorable, but in a pinch, a Klingon would pull something like that.
Ah, true. They are Klingons. They're not Romulans.
And this is a difficulty 3. I spent a threat.
That's
not right. No, it's supposed to be 9-2. Okay, let's try that again.
Discipline 0.
Yep.
Difficulty 3 rolls 3 2s.
Alright. Hurt! Limp!
Is it?
All that work and
us?
it moved one zone.
Yep, it's
So they're trying to break their way out of the asteroid field.
You don't know its intentions.
based on previous behavior, it could be coming in closer to fire upon us.
Yeah.
Yeah, how are its weapons looking? You said a lot of things were damaged. How about the weapons?
Weapons are damaged. In fact, I wonder if this thing could work. Target information. Not that one, that one.
Oh, goodness.
So it's in pretty bad state.
That's not great.
I mean, if they try a thing, we just poke them and they explode.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's
Yeah,
consider
pretty
our
much.
options. We can try and beam an away team aboard.
We should scan the ship for how many Klingon life signs are still aboard, given they
Yeah.
just had a mutiny,
Deep
Look.
scan would be a great idea.
plus all the damage they've taken so far.
Hey, we'll send over what we've been watching. Yeah, no, I know. Do it.
For momentum, and you can send that information.
Yeah.
Gungnir, you're receiving sensor. Yep, you're receiving sensor logs from. What's the name of this ship?
That's a good question.
It's an Orion. I was thinking scale 3 or scale 4.
You have put me on the spot. Good GM.
Whoops.
Orion name generator, go!
I can RNG it.
Yeah, that's for. I can't think of one right now. I'm sorry.
Is it a pirate ship?
That's the important question.
I was just about to secretly ask Author if I recognized the ship that she's on as a pirate, as a class of pirate.
Run the flags.
Hades.
Show up any red flags?
Hades Nebula.
Oh.
Okay.
Sorry, what was that called?
Hades Nebula.
Hades
The
Nebula.
SS
That's the name. Hades Nebula.
Yeah, that's the ship's name.
Yeah.
What information are you sending, Vera?
A comprehensive log of the attacks that they've observed and its movements while they've been watching over it.
Yeah, it appears that the Hades Nebula has been trailing behind the Chawei at a good distance for a while now, and the Chawei has been pretty much limping back to Klingon space and limping towards any fight it can get itself into.
Is there any indication from their sensor data that this is a trap that they've used before, appearing to be beat up and whatever, or is that different?
For momentum, I can answer that.
Please.
At first, it was a trap, but then, and after that, it looks like Atrom, you might recognize this behavior.
Oh.
You don't usually see this on shipwide scale, but thinking back to just general Klingon behavior, this is an old man looking to die in a fight.
Oh.
Suicide by cop kind of thing?
Nothing left to
suicide
live
by
for,
cop.
So they want to die. They want to die honorably.
Well, that kind of contradicts with our mission statement to get their intelligence.
It doesn't really. We can either obtain the information or destroy it. We can give him the death he wants.
Yeah, but I think they prefer to obtain it rather than destroy it.
Kind of. Yes. From an intelligence perspective, yes. Obtaining it would be better, but
Do we have any idea why they're mutinying, or is it just? Are we assuming this is normal Klingon stuff?
we don't know anything apart from a few words from what they garbled sent over to us. We don't know why.
Their communications are all messed up.
And that flame is the damage to the ship.
No,
That's warp
That is-
plasma.
that
They're
is-
venting on purpose.
They're venting it on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Alta can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that the log should say that anything that tried to communicate with it got attacked. If I understood you correctly. Alta?
Yes, anything that approached the ship and said, "Hey, what's going on? You look like you're in distress," was attacked. Because common mariner law, if there's a ship in distress and you're able to help, you pull over and help.
Yeah.
So, civilian ships were pulling up and trying to help this thing, and then they were getting punched in the face.
So it was a trap.
Yeah, that's why I was wondering if this behavior was previously noted.
Yeah, apparently from Vera's logs, yes. Yes, it is.
Okay. How many Klingons are on this thing now?
That would be a different scan.
I mean, there will be none if we punch a hole in it with a photon.
There will be no
Photon would not be good right now.
Tell the Klingons that
Bloodthirsty
we
tonight.
were unfortunately unable to obtain the data due to a mutiny on their ship, which caused them to attack everything in sight.
Infinite diversity and infinite combinations. I will send them to Stovacor with honor.
Yeah, we'll make that
Yeah.
scan to see what's aboard.
Yeah.
That is their breaches. They are chewed up.
Mm-hmm.
Scale 4, so
Yeah.
anything 4 breaches is destroyed.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh.
No, their communications really were just
No communication.
barely
got like a-
functional.
They got like a ham radio, and that's it.
Yeah,
And if this was their trap modus operandi, I don't think they're able to do it now. So
makes sense.
Not much, anyway. I mean, one phaser salvo probably destroyed most of their stuff.
All
right, so how many
the only
Klingons
thing they
we got
have
there?
working are sensors. Everything else is
Well-
broken.
The communications are the only thing that are completely gone. Everything else is barely functional at best.
So it's sitting
Yeah,
reason-
let's go for that.
Reason science, difficulty 2 at this range,
Okay.
assisted by sensors. And that is accounting for the advanced array.
Okay. Get my sheet up. Here I am.
Look, Rost, if you're here to deal with this, that's great and awesome. Just didn't want you flying in blind.
well, we appreciate the heads up on this.
Yeah, and also you should probably do it quick, because I know there's others looking for this thing.
That's the plan.
Constant.
Are you looking for this thing, or
No, we've been trying to keep civilian ships away.
okay?
Take a threat, author.
Okay.
Hey Fox, can you do
Rerolling the complication.
a search on this Hades Nebula? See what you find on it.
Aye, sir. And he is now tapping away on his
I
pad.
heard it.
Alright, so 3 momentum and gained. You have some floats.
I would like to know all the things.
They are currently $47 out of a crew of 350.
Oh goodness.
That's a lot
They've
of
taken a
attrition.
lot of damage, and that mutiny probably killed about half of them.
That's a lot
Yep.
of attrition.
Talk about a skeleton crew.
Many have died with honor.
Well, Atram, from a Klingon point of view, can you think of any way we can resolve this without having to kill them all?
The main route I was thinking, Captain, would be to remind them of their honor and call them upon their duty to complete their mission and return with their data to Klingon space. However, if I am understanding their behavior correctly, they may have failed in their mission and are seeking redemption. However, there's no way to be certain until we're able to speak to them. And given the state of their communications array, that may require a face-to-face meeting.
Which
Could
means I
launch a
could
new
recommend
consort at it.
you and Sorrel going over there without a major security force.
You could
Sogar
launch a
agrees.
temporary comms array.
Launch them a new
Um,
console. Just like beam them a walkie-talkie.
Sure.
Where's the fun in that?
Captain, I was
just
thinking
absorb
the
the-
boarding party would consist of myself and Lieutenant Fox. if we proceed that route.
Sorrel, were there any other questions you wanted to ask about the state of the crew and the ship?
Sorrel is not currently here. Please try again later.
Okay. Well, hold on to that thought then. For you Fox, reason security difficulty 2.
Oh, he's back. You can ask him questions now.
All right. Sorrel,
Yes.
you have float. Any other questions you want to ask?
So we got the death toll. We already know the damage. Is there any other relevant information that's coming out of that scan?
Depends on what questions you ask.
Right.
Must ask the right questions.
Yes. It
Don't worry
apparently
about that on the list for me.
it has limited responses. The plasma vent. Self-sustaining or is it dissipating?
Don't need to look at what momentum looks like. Thank you. Roll 20. It is self-sustaining, and there's someone in engineering who's controlling that.
Gotcha. Are there any small vessels near the Klingon vessel, or is it just the Klingon vessel that's in that location?
Vera, would you have any small craft hovering nearby, or?
Probably some drones at like very extreme range to like watch out for other ships coming in. But other than that, I don't think so.
Okay. Other than and some of the drones you see that Vera set up, there are no other small craft aft in the area.
What impact is the asteroid field having on the plasma venting and the current disposition and orientation of the ship?
One momentum. It is a class 2 asteroid field, so they're like very slowly weaving through it, and it is slowing them down. Once they're clear of the field, they can move. Theoretically, they can move at impulse speeds. Yeah, right now they're at RCS.
Working a little like a rough terrain then.
Yeah, it works like rough terrain. They have to maneuver around rocks that are comparable size to them.
Ship armaments. What weapons do they have?
That can also be answered.
They're still active. Nothing good.
Cannons,
They're
beam
active.
arrays,
They are damaged.
torpedoes.
They have disruptor cannons and disruptor arrays and photon torpedoes.
So
Two
even
of
if,
those 3 are very dangerous.
Yeah, and that was kind of the line of thought I was going with Mr. Fox. Even if they can't shoot them, they could set them off. And so, with the plasma vent, adding an unknown vector of increased power to that explosion. Even though the ship is damaged and it still presents a significant threat to ship security. That's all the questions I can think of.
I would assume, and Adham, you can correct me if I'm wrong, if they were to accidentally blow themselves up in that, during that, it would be considered suicide, and all the Klingons that are still currently alive would not be viewed with honor.
If it was in the attempt to fire a weapon and the weapon malfunctioned, that's still considered death in combat.
Setting
That
it
is
off
correct.
purposefully in order
Setting
to
it off on
allow-
purpose, however,
In
that's a
fact,
gray area.
our presence might actually change that calculation for them if they were aware of it. Because then it could be
Klingon honor is kind of a fickle thing. It's not really well defined.
They do have
they
that
have
honorable-
rules, but go ahead.
Yeah. I was gonna say there is an honorable way of suicide bombing that they talk about in TNG, right? Where you like, it's considered honorable to have a bomb implanted in you. I forget the justification for that.
Taking your enemies with you.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, taking your enemies. He's with you. Yeah, if you die in combat and you take at least as many enemies with you as you lose, then that's honorable.
Yeah. I mean, it's
In
basically
this respect, they would not.
it's
They would not
kamikaze.
be able. They would not
Yeah,
be able to
kamikaze.
cause enough damage to equal out that equation.
I mean, a skeleton crew of 35 taking down a ship as big as the Gungnir and is heavily armed.
Oh yeah, quite impressive.
We would sing tales.
All right. Fox, to find out more about the Hades Nebula, reason security diff 2. Brought down diff 1 with your pad. Yeah,
Diff 1, yeah. Yep.
fairly easy.
I have intelligence research as a focus.
Yarp.
You have a threat,
Hey, I need it.
and we have a room. Bad gun here.
Roraki.
Squash that.
All right, that is being
I got it.
squashed.
And I just did maintenance on that cell again.
Nothing happened.
Yeah, you guys got maintenance on it.
All right, and back because you got over. This appears to be a Orion free trader airship that has aligned itself with a new faction in the Shackleton called the Aegis Pact.
Who the hell are they?
Is this being discussed while Vera's on comms?
No, Fox is. Fox, you see Fox have his pad in hand. You don't know what he's doing.
Okay.
Eyebrows do knit.
hmm It's above board with what we're learning because we've switched over from Fox getting secret information to Fox getting secret information that the others can know.
Fair.
Yeah, just trying to be
Yes,
more
I'd like to
interesting.
know more about the Aegis Pact.
All right, one momentum. Vera, inform us since this is your faction.
They're it's less so you said more information on like their activities or like what?
What is the Aegis Pact?
Who are they?
Yeah. Consider it like the difference between privateers and pirates.
So you're paid by somebody else?
They're not under like payment of anything, but they are
Sponsored.
They are pirates for a specific government.
Oh, it's a writ of
It's-
warrant. That thing.
Yep, writ of
Yeah,
warrant.
Yeah. It's more just like for a cause at this point, but they are still a pirate faction acting on their own to seemingly let's like not have other pirates take over this entire sector.
It's a counter-pirate faction that appears to be attempting to align itself with Federation and Klingon causes. There's no official writs yet or any official stance on them, but all their activity seems to be, hey, the Aegis Pact is here to help. And they've been in helping civilian vessels, and they've been fighting off other pirate factions that have been in making aggressive moves against other pirates. It's in the area. As for that questions, Interrel, it appears to be a general writ, just anyone who's who's hurting unarmed civilian vessels. It was in the area. It seems to be the target of defense.
Okay.
Kind of like the Fenris Rangers or something.
Do I
Yeah.
have a description of the ship that the Jete have dealt with for the Orions? And does it match anything that might be aligned, that might be affiliated with the Aegis Pack, given that we now have an example of one of their ships?
They're civilian in ships, so pretty much any ship that could roll off the line could possibly be aligned to them. It's not like they have a shipyard.
They might have this have some kind of livery on them that denotes that they're affiliated with the Aegis Pact. I don't know.
That probably makes sense because it's a pirate faction.
I like their flags.
The Aegis Pact does appear to have livery. We were going with like some sort of shield icon on, I'm guessing, given the name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some sort of shield emblem emblazed on the hull, but you did not get a visual scan of the ship because the Jate said that they were speaking with the Orions previously. The ship was not in orbit with you while you were there.
We didn't get it, but the Jete they gave us a description of the ship.
They did.
Okay. And does it have the same livery?
Yeah, for momentum.
Take it.
It did not have the same aim livery. It had another set of livery with 2 entwined roses.
Oh, goody.
No, goody.
Don't suppose we recognize a livery with 2 entwined roses, do we?
Above board we do.
That's what I thought.
I don't like any of this at all. And it makes the fact that they're interacting with the Jete a lot worse for our standing with them. And I don't
Okay, so what
remember
kind of
what
options
Orion
do we-
faction has entwined roses.
Well, Captain, I see. I mean, there's 3 options. Well, 2 options. We fend off whatever tech they have, board them, try to talk them down, or we give them what they're looking for.
Going out in a blaze of glory.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the information you requested, Captain. And Fox hands Ross his pad with the Aegis Pack information pulled up.
Okay. Bunch of do-gooders, huh?
Privateers, if nothing less.
All right. Well, does anybody suggest any other alternatives?
Unfortunately, we have
Fox?
to either destroy that ship or recover the information aboard it.
I
And
think
based on the information Vera has given us, either it will be dangerous.
recovering the information is probably worth the risk.
What if we were to remove the option that they have in mind? Since their shields are down, what if we either beam them to the brig or a cargo bay, or beamed in some type of anesthetizing gas?
I mean,
Something like that?
we could beam in a strike team directly into engineering and attempt to stop the plasma venting. That would substantially reduce the threat to the Gungnir. Then we could also send a team to the weapons deck to try to prevent any shenanigans going on there, and then perhaps one to the command deck. So three potential areas we could attempt to board the ship and inhibit any efforts to, pull a con.
I don't suggest sending multiple teams over. Remember, these are Klingons who want death. They'll be at their most dangerous.
I'll also remind the captain that capture is a great dishonor. If we beam them off of the ship into the brig, they will consider them. We don't know how they consider themselves, or what state they consider their honor in currently. But if we were to beam them all off of their ship into the brig or a cargo bay or some other form of restraint, they will consider themselves devoid of honor.
May I offer an option?
Sure.
If you want to send in a team to disable their engineering, we could offer a distraction team, non-combat. We'll beam over as well, get their attention, and run away. Lead them on a goose chase.
So like a harrying force that's a bunch of retreat is kind of the idea.
Mm-hmm.
Plausible scenario, Captain.
Yeah, just the stubbornness and unpredictability of the Klingons.
Also,
Right,
probably
right,
puts you in
Atrom?
a better position to start thinking.
No offense.
Those are considered excellent traits in the Empire, Captain. Or
You're
surround.
welcome then.
Under normal sciences, yes. That would be our worries, but these are Klingons who are backed into a corner wishing for death to potentially regain their honor. They have nothing left to lose.
Do we have any information on where this intelligence information will be stored? Would it be just in their primary computer core, or?
It'll be in their primary computer core.
Okay, here's a thought.
But again, our orders are also, if we are to retrieve that information, we would have to take the entirety of their computer core. We cannot transfer it.
We can't transfer it?
We
Yeah,
can't
'cause they
transfer it onto anything Federation.
They don't want us having any access to the data or any copies.
Yeah, Martok wants eyes on the information first, and then he will decide if he wants to disseminate it to the Federation.
We can't even verify that the information is even on their computer bank.
Can we beam out their whole computer core?
Technically,
Their shields are down.
Mm-hmm.
and this is true.
Now, Klingon ships, much like the Klingon physiology, do tend to have redundant systems.
Here's my thought. We try and beam out their primary computer core where all this information should be. And then we attack, quote unquote, the Klingons as we're doing this as a distraction, as well as preserving their honor. And once we've got the core out, then we retreat.
If we are going to be doing that, we would put ourselves in danger as well, because we can't have our shields up while we're trying to beam out their core.
This is true.
So we put ourselves in a advantageous position. The cannons can only fire forward their mounted weapons. We fly over and behind them, and then they only have their disruptor arrays.
So we exchange fire from the front, fly past where they don't have weapons, then we drop shields, do the beam out. Yeah?
I'm still
Thoughts?
here. We still have another ship.
This is true.
Yeah, well, you guys could do the attack runs to distract them while we do the beam out? Is that something you're willing to do?
I mean, the Hades Nebula is in tip-top shape.
Does that sound like a workable plan?
We can manage it.
Works for me.
Hi, Captain.
All right, well, let's make it look good so that they can save face.
Alrighty then.
All right, so the Hades Nebula is going to come in, start shooting at them, distract them. Then we're going to swoop in while they're distracted and shooting at the Hades. Drop our shields, beam out the computer core, shields up, and then back off.
I love it when a plan comes together.
They're not likely to attack you if you're in active combat.
Maybe. You hope.
Well, I mean, that's the point where I expect the shot from left field where everything changes. All of our plans go for naught.
It's a good plan to start.
Okay, one precaution as we do this. I'm going to have Zogar station boarding repelling parties throughout the ship just in case they're trying to get clever.
Absolutely. Go ahead and give me control command. Difficulty 2, assisted by structure command or structure security.
Zogar, permission to eat borders.
Zogar is the one who's going to be on the bridge, so unless they come on the bridge, it's not going to happen.
They come on the bridge, it's going to be a bad
Ox
time.
isn't just a security officer, he's not going to be standing at the tactical station.
If they come on the bridge, can I eat them?
Exactly.
Zogar, I give you permission, but I also don't have any authority over there. So
Yeah, if there's any Klingons on the bridge, Zogar, you can go to town.
Hey Zogar, I eat drums. Check out third dice was threat because we have nothing else.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry, I meant to say that. Yeah, one threat.
Yeah. All right, we have the advantage on the traits of shift star. Counter order parties. That is saved. We have that trait. All right, now for the silliest of plans.
I thought our plan was well thought out.
yeah, Vera also will have somebody keeping an eye on the sensor drones on the outside, just in case.
And just from an honor standpoint, is it honorable to leave them alive, or is it honorable / ethical to kill them so that they die with honor?
The thing I'm concerned, well, if we flee from a battle, that is a victory for them. That is honor.
Okay.
However, my concern is we are leaving a ship that desperately wants to die in combat.
Right.
Intact, relatively intact.
That's kind of the question. All right.
So they're tearing their throats out, Tim.
Yeah, Vera. This is going to be Presence Con base difficulty 3 for the distraction. You can increase that if you want to get like an even cooler distraction to ensure that you have all the Chawei's attention.
Did you just also want to increase the con roll?
Yes.
The answer is of course I would.
All right. Diff 3 or Diff 4? Or Diff 4 or Diff 5. Base difficulty is 3.
We'll go
Coordinating a
5.
whole ship. All right. Should have known better. All right. And all right, and this is just you doing the distraction.
We will see 2 threat and determination.
To what value?
The clever get ahead.
This will. You definitely have to be clever to get ahead of a angry Klingon ship.
Focus in skullduggery.
Talk me into it.
We're doing brash pirate stuff to distract them.
So performative piracy. You're making it look like you're more dangerous than you really are. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
It's 2. So that is.
Yeah, whatever the Hades Nebula has.
It just don't have stats. I was just considering an asset.
That's fine. She still makes it.
It has
We'll
however
make
many disruptors we need it to have.
As you run up and start firing at it, and you definitely get its attention. Would you like to swift task or keep the initiative?
I'll keep the initiative.
All right, who's going next?
I don't know who is. Do I have to choose?
All
So
right.
distracted. I assume we need to do the maneuver to get into optimal range.
Right.
Four. Yeah, you have to get it through 4 squares. So that's gonna be impulse post first can get you 3, and you need a maneuver to get it to close range.
Make it so.
All right, Control Con. I'm gonna increase the diff. 1, 2. Engines, con. Making good TV right now. There we go. Control con difficulty E4 for the Gungnir. As not only do you have to get past the asteroid field, but you also have to get past that plasma fire.
If only we had a hotshot con officer.
Yeah, if only. Who never fails their con rolls.
You can activate an NPC.
Yeah.
Who do we have at con?
Magnus or the Andorian?
Yeah, Dorian. Okay.
Or Magnus?
Who's doing that?
We have 2.
I think Magnus was secondary.
I can pull it up if you want me to.
Yeah, if nobody else has got it.
Yeah, how about it?
They both have a few things that are definitely good, but not Mag. Let's go with the Andorian. She has more interesting talents.
Melanie Magnus is the.
No, go with Magnus.
Valkyris?
I really am recommending going with the Vulcan or the Andorian.
S3E18 Chivorlis? Is that who?
Yes.
Yes.
Chivorlis.
That one.
Okay. I will use her. Let's see. She has home operations as a focus. And full con, so that's a good thing.
So
Alright.
she has so many good con talents.
Very good. Alright.
Inertia, precision evasion, and precision maneuvering.
Let's do it.
Inertia would help here.
Inertia?
Yeah.
I've never been a con officer, so I really don't know what any of that means. So I will take your word for it and invoke inertia.
Got the specifics, but it's something in like if you make a con task, you can spend to move an extra zone.
Okay, then we'll invoke that. I will also be giving you 3 threat to get to 4 die, and it is control. Here we go. Rerolling the complication with full con. That'll do.
And ship.
We have precision maneuvering, so it actually brings down the difficulty by 1 because there is collision risk with that plasma fire.
Aha!
Yes, it is.
And the asteroid field.
Yes.
Exactly. So that is 1 momentum made. And would you like to spend that momentum? And so instead of at medium range, you get within close range.
Yes.
All right.
Strangely cube-shaped asteroid field. Yeah.
Shh, it's fine.
Especially
Ignore the
beliefs around.
ignore the strings and the hot glue.
Sorrel, you're on this side of the curtain tonight, not on the other side.
All right, as the Gungnir air swoops in and gets within close range. Does the con officer do anything else?
Can we swift task here?
You can for two threat or threat momentum.
Okay. So we've swooped in.
Technically where we need to be.
Remind
me what I can do with the swift task, and particularly with respect to con.
Anything?
You can move again. You can also, so on the con station particularly, you can override and take control of any other air station.
I don't think we really want to do much of that with the con officer.
So they could override and activate the transporters.
Okay.
I don't really suggest that.
Okay. Because they're not good at transport. Is that your idea?
They have an engineering of 1.
So
did
rather than
last year.
swift task, I think I'll just let the thing. Since we are
All
where
right.
we need to be.
He was trying to swift task to do something else with the Andoria. Trying to activate the transporters with that particular character would not really go very well.
Yeah, I got transporters.
All right, so I have to beat it to 4. I am quite motivated at this. 2, 3. And my sensors are actually okay. And nope, don't have any of that. Alright. To 4.
Oh no. Oh dear.
They succeed and they got a complication.
Mm-hmm.
Many Klingons died that day.
All right. So
Apparently,
what
their
do you
ship wasn't out of sealing barrels.
Not the sealing barrels.
You'd think the Klingons wouldn't keep the barrels up there, but somehow they get there anyway.
Why would they deny themselves honorable combat with their greatest foe?
The barrels.
Barrels.
Yeah, short one.
That's what we should have done. We should have been in a bunch of troubles.
Well, they failed that task, so they are going to lean into it, and they are going to continue attacking the Hades Nebula, not considering the Gungnir the more immediate threat. So you are in the clear.
How much damage is the Nebula taking?
Not much.
Oh, good.
Yeah. They're exchanging fire, but no shots have actually landed yet.
I want to point out that their weapons have 3 breaches on them.
This is true. They're firing at like 1/3 power.
Yeah, pretty much.
Captain, I think they sneezed on us. Okay.
There's just a green film over Vera's ship now.
Ugh.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. All right.
Have to what?
All right. Swift task. And 1,
Oh no.
2.
This is fine. I see no danger here.
Come on.
You stop that.
I see no danger here. It's fine.
Well, it's a difficulty 4 check to fire, so.
Point of order, are the shields still up on the Gungnir?
Yes,
You haven't
Okay.
done anything
Okay,
yet,
good.
yeah.
it's a minor action to bring him down, but you can't bring him down and back up within the same round.
Oh.
So once they're down for the entire round.
Okay, I was
If you
about to say, was
even
that
if you
can or
keep
can't?
initiative and have another engineer go?
So,
Like left?
Yep.
so once
Yep.
they're down, we have to beam that out, and then
Good.
we need to fend to keep, and then have Rost order the con officer to get us out of here.
And did it again. All right. I'm
Because the moment
rolling.
we take their core, they're going to see us as the bigger
I'm rolling
target.
4 dice. This is
Yep.
difficulty 4.
The dishonorable Federation dogs who took advantage of a battle.
Wait until they find out that was the Klingon that took their core.
Yay!
I'm angling that they don't figure that part out.
We drop a bear behind us. You were just stolen from by the greatest Klingon on our ship, Atro.
The Hades is rocked with destructive fire here, but otherwise is okay.
Huh. They hit.
They hit. They're trying to hit, but they're not doing too well at it.
All right, let's
They're
get
making
to
the shield
computer
flash.
core.
That's about it.
Yep.
Alright. Let me at it.
As soon as roll 20, he comes back.
Yeah.
Yay!
Roll 20 doesn't like author the past couple weeks.
Yeah, and my computer for some reason is running Firefox and the OBS at the same time. So I need to adjust settings or something.
I mean, it's still doing better than Saturday.
Yeah.
Doubled your resources. At one point, Author had 64 threat just because the thing glitched and kept doubling it.
Oh no!
That must have been frightening.
Fun.
Nah.
You just watch the threat like exponentially increasing?
I mean, it went from 32 to 64.
Okay. They didn't like keep going.
No.
All right,
It stopped
control.
because we stopped trying to affect mess with it.
Are you beaming in this computer core into a pad?
Is a transporter pad big enough to hold it?
The industrial one.
Yeah, we're not
Like a
being
cargo
people who use
transporter?
the
Cargo
transporter.
Yep.
Cargo.
All right. It.
With
Well,
all the
surprisingly,
barrels.
the computer core is not on a pad.
Yeah,
I would be
gee,
surprised if it
that'd be
was.
weird. That would be concerning, in fact.
And there's some complications because this ship doesn't like stuff being beamed off it.
I mean, if it was a pack-led ship, you could have a computer core on a pad.
This is true.
It would be only like hooked up with duct tape and twist
A
ties.
little bit of
Yeah.
gum.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Packlet's smart.
I have
Arthur,
big
you're telling me
hats.
that
Your nacelles just flew off into the distance. I don't think you understand how they are connected.
Did you mean the emergency torpedoes?
They just hit
All
an
right.
asteroid.
Arthur, are you telling me that beaming an integral part of a ship's engineering section out of the place where it's never designed to be removed from is hard?
It's hard. And it's complicated.
It's fine.
Because that plasma fire
It's
is also
fine.
causing interference.
Oh, of course it is.
Atrom is a great engineer and he has advantages.
Yeah, I have.
Also,
yes.
minor action drop shields.
Yes. Mine actually drop the shields.
Minor action
Yeah,
drop
so we don't get
shields.
very far.
Okay, and we're going to do many things. So first, I would like to spend the value teamwork makes the dream work, because I am using my engineering crew for this.
Yep. Complication or difficulty?
I'm spending my determination.
Oh yeah, and then for the engineering team, how they help.
Yeah, and then for the engineering team, knock down that comp.
All right. Comp 2 plus 2 hits.
Then we're going to deploy VOG.
Almost got it with that one.
So close.
Get such.
Hold on, these aren't orcs. Okay. Yeah, deploying VOG, so knock down the complication again, please.
Comp standard.
Excellent. And then take the momentum and however many threat you need to get to 4 dice.
All right.
And I'm assuming, of course, that a focus in transporters would apply here.
Surprisingly, yes.
Excellent.
Is this
Alright.
something I can do an assist on, or
Yes, you can order or Atrom to beam him out, and then you can use your presence command.
okay?
Do the direct.
If he did that, would he be able to swift task command the con officer to get us out of here?
Yep.
Okay, cool, sweet. Assist away, Captain. Okay.
Assisting.
Control engineering. Onwards and downwards.
Do-do-do-do.
Oh, and the we
4,
need the
5,
ship.
6, 7.
What's
And
for
the
the ship?
Is
Oh, sensor energy.
Sensors engineering.
Oh man. Okay.
2 momentum M generated. As you beam up an entire freaking warp core or computer core.
Computer core. No, that's the wrong thing. Not the warp core.
Wrong core! Wrong
Not the
core!
warp core.
Damn it, a drum.
It destabilizes because it's not connected to its proper power
Yeah,
sources
yeah. It
anymore.
would detonate. It would reintegrate and then explode. Okay. And then I'm
That
assuming
was like
we
the
can
one
spend-
Shields
system
up.
they.
You get to the Klingon afterlife. They ask you how you died. Accidentally beaming the wrong piece of a ship off and killing myself.
And my
The
entire
barge with
crew.
to the barge with you.
You died a dishonorable death.
All right.
Yes.
Ross, Swift Task and GTFO.
Yes.
All right, 2 threat or 2 momentum.
Go ahead and take the threat. We'll say the momentum just in case.
All right, how far are you running?
Edge of the circle there. Let's say like 2 o'clock.
All right, so like 3 zones. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, con officer, control con. Diff 3 because of the asteroid field. +1 because of the plasma. Engines plus con. And pres as plus command.
Who was doing the con officer? Was that Sorrel?
First Ralph.
It was
I got it. We have 3 comp 2. Take a threat.
one threat. Aye.
What specifically am I doing here? Am I just trying to get us out of here?
Yeah.
GTFOing.
Yeah.
So would
Maneuvering
precision
the ship.
maneuvering fire?
Yes, it would.
Going through an asteroid field.
Okay. And we will invoke
Brings down the
that.
difficulty at least.
All right. And I will still be spinning that threat though. Okay. All right. Here we go.
Yep.
And we got some float so we can spend to get a little bit farther away.
Ooh.
Because inertia.
1 momentum, you get a little bit farther away.
Bit.
No, fire, you stay here.
No, we're not trying to send the fire away.
So much for the little training cruise.
What's
Darn
training
it.
cruise?
That one.
We're in a training cruise.
Yeet.
We don't have cadets.
No,
We don't
you have
any
children.
that are
It's
dead
worse.
Right now?
Yeah, we have.
Hey,
Like
hey,
90% of them.
I'm sure they've got memes in the 24th century. So
90% of the cadets would be dead.
All right. Do you keep the initiative?
I think there's else we can do at the moment.
No, there's not. We can't. You've already done your thing. The pilot has already done their thing. We don't need to shoot things. Astrom's already done his thing. Yeah, I think we're done for the most part.
Alrighty. Any then.
Should we hit him with a torpedo and send him to Stovacor? I mean, you know.
Maybe wait until Vera's away from the ship.
Yeah. Might be a big boom.
Without a computer core, or what little functionality the Chawway A has shut down.
We just disabled them.
They are dead in space.
I hate to ask difficult questions, but since we took their computer core, how are they maintaining their warp
Oh
or stability.
no! Oh no!
There's redundant systems.
It might be time
You
to-
hope after they get shot. I'm not sure.
all the breaches.
Yeah, you basically
no.
fully disabled their computer system.
Which means that warp core is gonna go.
We gave them. We gave them. We succeeded on both things.
Well,
We
they
took
can
the core
eject it.
and gave them what they wanted.
And with if that hanging over our heads, we're gonna take a quick break.
Or break, okay.
Ah,
I see no problems here.
that's because we're out of the blast radius.
And we are back. After the IKS Chawei has been thoroughly disabled and is adrift in space, the Gungnir has her computer core lying in a cargo bay somewhere, ready to be delivered to the Empire. And the Hades Nebula is hanging out nearby.
And I'm leaving the bridge in order to secure that in a proper place that is off
The
limits
computer
to most of the crew. Yes, the computer core.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll assist you with that. With your permission.
At this point, the Chawei is sending out a very rudimentary subspace signal.
AM radio.
Yep.
Are there any other KDF vessels in range? Communications range?
There does not appear to be.
The
Are
only
they
other
operating in the sector?
the only other Klingon ship that we've run into, we don't want getting involved in this because we don't know their allegiance.
Oh.
There might be some Subkita ships nearby, but they would be days away.
Okay.
Does the subspace signal like Morse code or anything like that?
It is Morse code SOS. Literally the simplest signal you could possibly send. Send ... ..
Classic.
This is maritime. I am in dire straits. Everything's gone. Get me off this ship.
I hate to leave them in this condition. I'm not sure. Because if we try and go in for assistance, they're probably going to try and fight us until, one of us goes boom. Probably them.
Probably them, yeah.
Is it
if
possible
it's
to just
scanned,
safely tow them?
They'll determine that they're not able to do anything other than stay alive.
Yeah. Would it be safe to just like tractor beam them and just tow them to Narendra or nearest Klingon aid?
Which would be Narendra. There's no Klingon outposts as far as me.
You'd be more than a sector away from the Klingon border.
Right.
But yeah, this is the type of signal you send when your ship is like actively sinking. You need help now, and this is the only. And you're tapping wires together to get it help out. That's this level of signal.
Is there a
Right,
class
I
M
understand.
nearby?
Best case scenario, send them a transmitter on a separate power source for them to actually communicate with us.
So
that's
you got what
good.
you needed, right?
That's a good point, Captain.
You would be at least a day or two away from any class M. You're kind of in deep space.
Well, that's closer than anything else.
Yeah.
You got
I don't
what
know.
you needed, right?
I don't know if the ship will last that long though.
Were you saying something, or?
You got what you needed, right, Captain?
Yes, I think we did.
Right, okay. We're just gonna back off here.
Klingons sending out active distress signal. Hades Nebula actively retreating.
Actively distrusting them.
Yeah.
Yep.
And if
Also
they move
getting
in
out of
the
the
direction they
asteroid
don't
field.
like, they're going to shoot them.
That's a big assumption.
Someone could give me insight, command, or con on difficulty 2.
I'll go for that.
This
I have,
insight on the Klingons?
Yes, difficulty 1.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll go for that because I have criminal understanding and get a free d20.
there you go.
You do, yes.
Focus empathy.
Yes. momentum. And Atrom? Did you want to assist or roll your own?
I can assist. Let's just assist.
Okay.
If I can get my computer to work.
Don't you start saying that after the nightmare that you've had for the last.
I know.
Maybe your computer's just working too well and you're not keeping up with it.
No, the computer is rebelling against him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, yep. And unfortunately, no focus applies, but we will press the button and hope. Oh well.
All right. Yeah, like I said, this is like the level of communication where you're tapping two wires together to get a signal out, and the distress code they're sending. It is illegal to falsely use that or use as a ruse. So if you send that signal, you're begging for help, and if you were to use that under false circumstances to attack someone, that would almost definitely be a war crime. That is faking distress, faking being a non-combatant, and going into a combat situation. That is very, very much illegal.
And dishonorable.
War crimes are dishonorable.
And dishonorable as heck. You're faking injury in order to lure someone in.
Yeah,
These
the
tactics
Hades,
only pirates do.
yeah, the Hades Nebula will move around to kind of start like maneuvering it out with the tractor beam.
Okay.
Yeah, just at least to get it out of the dangerous asteroid field.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of thinking if we can tow them to the nearest Class M planet, beam them and supplies down, we may have to split them apart depending on what factions are going on here. If there's a loyal faction and a mutinous faction, maybe split them apart.
I think right now it's just a survival faction, Ross.
Yeah, but if we beam them down there and they kill each other, then...
I mean, we could send them a portable communication device, find out what's going on their ship.
Yeah, let's beam
suggested
them.
that earlier, yeah.
Yeah, let's just beam them
Yeah, I mean, I guess where everything's out of
radio.
immediate danger, and they're not gonna.
They can't actually
they're
attack
harmless.
us anymore. Their
Yeah.
ship is mostly unpowered.
All right, let's beam them over a comm device.
For momentum, I'll let that happen.
Okay.
Okay. Where do you beam the device? Like, what section of the ship? Engineering, crew quarters,
Probably
bridge.
Bridge would make the most sense.
Yeah, bridge.
Okay. This is Captain Krita of the Chaway.
This is Captain Rost of the Gungnir.
Yeah.
What is your situation?
We request that we be sent home to Ukonos with the data so we can and return victorious from our mission. It appears that our ship has been critically damaged through combat and through traitorous mutiny, and we require your assistance.
What kind of assistance do you want?
Either or make our ship functional enough to return to Klingon space, or grant us an honorable death.
You want to accept passage?
Are you asking them that?
Passage.
Yeah.
Passage edge would be seen as a sign of weakness.
Hmm.
He is correct.
The distress signal is still going on.
What's the status of the mutiny? Are there still 2 fighting parties, or have you suppressed it, or what?
We have set up on different sides of the ship. Yep, the true loyal members of this crew have taken in the stand on the bridge of the ship, while the cowardly mutineers who wish to abandon our mission and have taken heed in engineering.
How many are in each group?
Approximately 24 and a side.
Captain, it might be a good idea. I'm going to say this where the comms can't hear me, but Captain, it might be a good idea to beam a communications device to engineering and get the mutineers' side of the story.
Okay, why don't you go ahead and do that from the conference room while I continue with the captain.
Aye, Captain.
I'm going to join Atrom in his endeavor.
All right. For
I'd
momentum,
appreciate
you
it.
can send communication device to engineering.
Take it. This is Lieutenant Commander Atrom of House Konja.
Atrom? Is that you?
Oh gosh, what was the author? Atrom would know this. I don't. It's been weeks. What's the name of the guy I know who serves there?
Chung Kuli. Chu Kui.
How do
Yeah.
I know him?
He's an old friend from another tour. You both served on a ship together many years ago.
Right. Lee. It is indeed I. I did not expect. I admit, I thought you would cross the gates to Stovokor.
There have been many attempts, but Stovokor has not called yet. In fact, we are in dire straits and are not in a position to fight.
Yes, I can see that. The captain mentioned a mutiny. Is this so?
The captain is a fool that is blinded by his directives. If we return to Klingon on space, we would bring about the doom of the Empire. Myself and the others in engineering have been endeavoring to stop this.
That is a serious charge, my friend. What evidence do you have of this?
Our blood. We are infected with some sort of vile disease.
I'm gonna look at Lieutenant. I'm gonna look at Fox, and then the everyone on the ship is infected.
It appears so. Oh yes, I've been successful in slowing our approach and keeping people from beaming on board. But the entire ship is infected with some sort of electronic virus that reacts poorly to EM fields.
Electronic virus?
Have any of the people on board suffered from paralysis?
Yes, indeed. That's one of the later stages.
We have encountered it, and we have a way to cure the symptoms. unless it has been mutated beyond what we have currently known. But we should be able to adjust the cure for that.
When
Well,
you
you
say electronically
Starfleet.
transmitted, does he mean transmitted by electron? Asking this out of out of character. Does he mean it's transmitted by electronics?
No, it's a standard infection that when around the EM fields, it activates the effects of it, which leads to a state of tetanus.
Right. It's
Yep.
like
Yeah,
it's similar to
base
the
tetanus.
Dominion virus.
Yep.
The quickening.
Yeah, it's similar to that.
Okay, but we have a cure.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes, you developed
Sorry,
one. You developed one like 2 months ago, with the Fortunate Sons.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, it's that same virus. It's that he appears to be talking about.
Sorry, I
If
interrupted
we
you.
does
You
the
were
medical
saying something.
records for the recent infections, we can properly synthesize a cure which will aid any mutations it might have, as well as properly work for the Klingon physiology.
We can, and certainly, we certainly try. But the damn fool of a captain has seemingly surmised himself to honorable death.
We can at least save the members of the crew that are currently on your side if we can't convince the captain of other matters. But I believe our captain is currently in talks with him, and he does indeed sound like a more all or nothing kind of captain.
Indeed.
Would the transmitter have the ability to transmit data files like medical records?
It could, but slowly. Depends on
Well,
how many gigs you're doing.
Slowly is better than nothing, and I mean, we can try and boost it from our end.
Boosting for your end is not going to help because it's...
No, that's right.
Because,
Because
You know,
it's-
I am an idiot, and we both are in this respect, Atrom. We have their
What?
computer core on our ship.
Yeah, the one we're not supposed to touch.
We're not supposed to access the intelligence information. If we specifically input the
Only
search
get the medical
for
files.
medical information, we're not breaking what we're supposed to be doing.
Oh, this is true. Oh yeah, brilliant. We already have the medical file. Yes. Okay.
On second thought, no. We have your computer core with us. We can access that for the medical information we need.
Good luck with that. Our medical award was helmed by an idiot.
Hopefully we have at least the basic information on it.
Comes to worst, we have other ways of getting data. Could be the medical tricorder or something, and then plug it into the transmitter.
Meanwhile, Captain Rost, what are you up to? As you're talking with Captain Inkrinta.
I guess I'm going to try and explore options with what we can do with them. I don't know what's going on with the Trom and his friends, so... well, Captain, my concern is your ship seems to be falling apart around you. We could try to tractor you to Narendra Station, where your Klingon government can contact you, or we could get you to a Class M planet and help you get set up there to wait for a Klingon rescue. Do any of these alternatives sound workable and honorable for you?
Spending some threat for things.
Of course.
Three threat.
You stop that. You stop that immediately.
Never gonna be the thing. We can tell him to stop all we want. It's not gonna happen.
Hey, you guys are making this happen. It's the threat.
You told us.
You spend the threat.
Yeah, what if we said please?
He's a GM. He has no mercy.
Look what happened with K9 on Saturday. He has no mercy.
Returning us to Narendra station, and would be a way forward. So long as we can cross the Klingon border, or with our own ship.
Right, and you won't hurt any of the others on the opposing side if we help you with that?
That is a interior matter.
Right now, all you got's interior, so...
Okay, so let's do this. Let's take you under tractor tow. We'll make our way to Narendra and figure it out as we go. Is that acceptable?
It would be acceptable for now. I will have to talk with the rest of my crew.
Very well. Well, let's get started on that. So we'll position ourselves and take the Chawei under tow and set a course for Narendra.
Chawei is going to make a crew task roll to talk with each other. Convey a what's going on and what the plan is. They do have increased comp. And the difficulty is going to be difficulty is going to be difficulty 4 comp 2. They are making the task roll. Captain Ross, would you like to assist?
Sure.
And then there was silence. My Discord has glitched and reset multiple times over the last couple weeks. I don't like it when it gets completely silent because that makes me think it glitched again.
That's fair, that's fair.
All right, I got one. So, Captain and Ross, you can and assist.
What am I rolling?
Presence command.
Ooh, not good.
Am I also able to assist since I'm also on the line?
Yes, you can and assist as well.
Presence command, you say?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. They are going to peacefully come along with you.
That's the best type.
Yay.
Yay.
Peacefully for now.
For now.
Wait, they didn't blow up? What the heck?
No, they didn't blow up yet.
Yeah. If you're, after helping with that, you're just gonna open a line to Fox. personally, if that's alright.
Fox, do you accept?
Nope. He is in business mode. So he is dealing with problem. Personal communications are secondary.
Unfortunately, Fox is unable to answer at this time.
Gonna keep pressing the call button.
Fox has now made his way onto the after discussing the medical issue with Atron's friend. Fox makes his way back onto the bridge to inform Rost that the secondary faction aboard the Chawei are reporting signs of the virus that we encountered on the Fortunate Sun mining colony.
Do we have a cure for that?
We do. I'm going to access their medical files in the computer core to see if there's any mutations
Wait.
that have become of that.
Wouldn't accessing their files possibly release the virus if it's on?
It's not a computer virus. It is a actual.
It's biological.
Virus. Yes.
Okay, for some reason, it has been a couple of times.
It is affected by the EMF signals, but it is not transmitted by.
Right, that's what it was. It affected by it, not transmitted.
Yeah,
Sorry, that's my memory failing.
And
I think
transporting
Sorrel
it,
caught it from a drone.
eliminates all that kind of stuff. We wouldn't know about the virus, so that would be filtered out.
Okay.
We
cool,
also
cool.
can't eliminate the possibility that there could be something going on with the Klingon computer core itself.
It could be partially damaged, but
Yeah.
we still
this could
need to
be-
access the records in order to make sure that we have a proper cure and not just what we have currently.
Do you want Sorrel to inventory the computer core?
Well, my concern is that we
Probably-
keep it completely isolated from any Gungnir systems.
It would be through my we would use my intelligence pad. It has an isolation feature already.
Can we implement some kind of like Faraday cage around it, just to make sure that there is
It's
a
a computer
real
core.
firewall.
It has to be hardwired in. You can't just transmit.
Well, I'm sure there's some wireless options, but
You can set up a Faraday cage.
Okay, and so we could go in with the clean suits and access the data, perhaps.
It says specifically medical files, not accessing anything else out of curiosity.
Oh, that is my faux pas.
See, you saying it like that makes me assume that you're going to, and that means that you're going to have Fox watching over your shoulder the entire time.
No.
Ready to
Presence-
smack you on the back of the head. All that gives.
No metagaming.
Captain, Presence Command Div 2.
okay.
That's a suspect role there.
Take one threat.
It's to set up the cage.
And
Oh.
I also have a focus in computers.
Yes.
Rerolling that with both command. Oh, come on. Structure.
Come on, Gungnir. You're pretty good structure. Might make it.
See if Gungnir wants to have a cage set up in it.
Yeah,
Yep, he does,
Gungnir.
apparently.
You have set up a Faraday cage.
Groovy. And I'll nudge Sorrel if you want to take a look at those intelligence files and see what all this is about.
Yes, Captain. Go ahead.
Don't. I will. I hate you both. Don't.
You didn't hear that?
Don't.
Don't make.
He literally said it.
Don't
through,
make my job harder, you two
he said it,
idiots.
he said it through the bond. You are nothing.
Don't you make my job harder, you two idiots.
Anyways.
Nothing at all. wink, wink.
Anyways.
You're using my pad, Sorrel, because there's no other way to do it without
Well, I haven't
accidentally
heard-
linking up.
Actually, I haven't heard from the author on what the the parameters are of accessing this?
You would have to bring some sort of control device, an input output, so Fox's pad would be able to access it.
Okay.
And it has security protocols which would segregate from any of the ship systems.
All right. Woof. That's the way you're putting it.
What?
I mean, I was inclined to just look at the medical files, but the more you tell me not to, Fox, the more I want
I
to.
will hit you. I will come to Texas just to hit you.
I won't.
Let's see. Trying to access basic
Are you saying you
files.
won't?
Broken, and not currently hooked up. And then this BS.
What was that, Fox?
Why are you saying you won't?
Because
Control science, difficulty 4, complication 4.
Ooh, crap.
You were
have the
accessing a ship
advantage of the
computer
intelligence
outside of the
pad.
ship, and it was beat up already.
And it's gonna be a thing then. That's fair. Let's see if I can reduce this difficulty a little bit. Do it a little bit. Alright. No, I have a focus of computers. This is a science task. I know I have something for science task. I will reduce the difficulty by 1, invoking my Starflight Exploration of Vision decoration.
Okay.
You have the advantage from the pad.
No, I haven't spent a point of determination in a while. I think I'm going to. I'm going to spend my determination to the value. Puzzle solver. Seems like a puzzle.
This is a puzzle.
Okay. And then, having done so, I am going to invoke my Cochrane Medal of Excellence. Since I'm spending a point of determination that, with a focus that relates to the scientific and engineering field, we will receive 2 of the benefits of spending the point of determination instead of 1.
All right.
I will then give you a threat, and I'm ready to roll.
Wait, the pad advantage.
Okay. Yes, I would like to invoke the pad advantage.
Difficulty or comp?
Comp. Alright, got that down there.
All right.
Good. And so, am I rolling 3? Since I'm using a point of determination, so I'm starting with the 1. Do I roll 3 or 2?
You'd be rolling 3.
3. Okay, got it. Here we go.
So that is 5 on a diff 3.
Excellent.
It takes a while to set up, and basically you are lashing the pad to the computer core, and using it as a output device, and this core is broken. It is all sorts of messed up, because normally this would be like a diff 1 task. You're just asking it to pull up files.
Right.
But you manage to claw some data out. You do have some medical scans. Approximately 123 members of the crew who died to this virus.
Sorry, say that again.
123 members died. Died due to this virus.
Okay, I heard you correctly then. Oh dear. That's not good. Are there indications that the virus exhibits the same virological pattern as that which we encountered before, the one that I got that the doctor cured?
Yes.
Okay. So a reasonable hypothesis that the cure we have on file with Dr. Pine would work with any potential infectees currently on the Klingon ship.
It would. It would. Yeah. You might have to do a little bit of fiddling with it. It seems like there's some deviations from the infection you saw on the Fortunate Son, so this might be a different mutation of it.
Yeah, I was.
That's what I was worried about. Why we?
I have that second episode of Next Gen where they did the redux with the the virus that made everybody drunk episode.
The Naked Times, Naked Now,
right?
Yeah.
Yep. Naked Time, Naked Now, exactly. Where the formula doesn't quite work, you have to update it. So some indication there's some mutation might require some modification to the formula. Wish we had our doctor here tonight, because that would be a really cool thing for him to do.
Yeah. Something.
Anyway, I report this information to the captain.
I take my pad back and usher Sorrel away from the computer core.
Man, he is so untrusting.
All right.
Intelligence. It's almost like it's my job to not trust people when they're working around things where I'm supposed to keep them safe.
You can trust me.
I trust you the least.
Good.
All right, so let's see if we can synthesize an updated version of the antivirus and see if that helps. Do we Razix that, or?
Yes, you would.
But Sinclair's out for what? A couple more games?
At least one more game. Sinclair right now is busy dealing with your beat up Andorian friend. So synthesize a cure.
I would think it's just an update of the antivirus, that it would be easier than starting from scratch, right?
I like how we're referring to a vaccine as an antivirus.
Minus 2 diff. 1 because you've encountered this previously and you have that previous record, and 1 because you can do this from the sickbay. So diff 2. Reason medicine diff 2 is assisted by computer's medicine.
Okay. All right, here's Razix. Take 1 threat.
Okay.
Would a focus in genetics work?
Increase
You are
cough.
trying to adapt this to Klingon physiology, yeah.
Yeah, it's roundabout. But okay, between virus genealogy and Klingon genealogy, yeah, You can bring that standard.
Okay.
Don't remember if Atron was there or even involved in the Fortunate Son incident. So he wouldn't have a Klingon how to work with, worry about.
All right, that should get us there, right?
Yeah, it's a diff too.
Yep. You have a vaccine.
Okay.
And spending 2 threat.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know, just taking some time.
We're going to be sending it to the engineering team, and they do have life support systems functional. We could aerosolize it and spread it around the ship.
You could.
Yeah, that might be a good idea, so we don't have to rely on
Yep.
them having to take it and trust them.
They could just get set it right into the systems, and we won't have to worry about the other faction not trusting it, because all of our information came from the mutineers.
Yeah, I don't necessarily trust either side.
I trust the engineering side a little bit more than the bridge side. They're not actively trying to go out and kill people.
Alright.
Just themselves.
Inglorious combat.
Well, the engineering side is just trying to keep the ship away from Kronos so it doesn't spread the space detonus.
And I gain 2 points of threats for reasons. Mysterious reasons.
For reasons?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
As you take time, I'm to tow the Chawe back to Narendra.
I'm going to get back in touch with the engineering Klingons and have the aerosolized vaccine sent to their location.
For 2 momentum, you can have it aerosolized and beamed over.
Take it. You should have received the vaccine for the virus that is currently affecting your crew.
Yes, we have.
It is aerosolized, so you should be able to integrate it into your ventilation systems and spread it through the ship, which will make it easier than trying to force your captain into taking it.
We can certainly try, but our systems are all beat up. Might take a little bit to initialize this into our air cycle. You actually have to get to life support systems. Which is 2 sections over.
Will that take you within range of where the captain has his sway over the ship?
It is relatively close to the center of the ship. Yep, he may or may not have forces there.
I leave that to you to decide if the risk is worth it or not.
Could we
If
use
you-
our sensors to tell?
You could.
Let's do a scan and we'll let him know.
Reason science. Sensors. Science. Yeah, they're like right next to you. Difficulty 1, Complication 3.
I'm going to invoke testing a theory.
Yep.
This is a sensor scan again. Alright, comp 3. Comp 3. That. Okay, we're just gonna rock. If we hit a complication, though, author, don't announce the consequences of the complication immediately.
Okay.
Well, that's not working.
There we go.
And of course, you could do something like that.
Or I could just do that.
And the ship. Yeah, it wasn't an especially difficult thing. They appear to have, the captain's faction appears to have crew members one section away from, life support.
Bridge side or engineering side?
Bridge side.
Okay. So it's a lot safer for them to attempt to get into life support than if they were any closer.
We don't think they're still trying to suicide, right?
No,
Okay.
they're not.
So
They don't really have the capabilities to do much right now.
Okay.
And since engineering is controlled by the sane faction, they would have to attack them in order to do anything there.
Okay. Well, what do we think they're doing?
Guarding the bridge side.
Okay. So we have basically a Crimson Tide scenario here.
We have an uneasy ceasefire between two warring factions.
Would you like to ask additional questions?
I would indeed. Okay, so, what specific part of the do we do a full scan of the Chawei, or is it a target?
Yeah, this would be a full scan, especially at this range.
Okay. So I want an assessment of its current breach status, and its flight capability, weapon capability, and life support status.
I can give you its fighting status for one question, and I can give you its life support status for a momentum.
Okay, yeah, I'll use my science question for the first and a momentum for the second. Yes.
All right. Pretty much engines are damaged. Computer core is gone. Weapons are damaged. Structure is damaged, and communications are disabled. The only system that is ineffective is sensors.
How badly bad off is life support?
Life support is normally a functional. There are some sections that have been evacuating space, but everything else they still have atmosphere and gravity.
Okay.
So the sections we needed to pump the cure into can be pumped into.
Well, is it would it be a single entry point, or given the fact that they've got hull breaches and the force fields have activated, would we need multiple points to interact with the entire ship's atmosphere?
One momentum.
Okay.
Getting to the central life support system and would allow you to aerosolize all the remaining sections of the ship.
Okay.
They can currently get to life support without running straight into any of the bridge guards.
Yeah, because they're all.
It's just that the bridge guards are one section and away from life support.
Yeah.
And when the captain interacted with the ship, what was the reaction when he suggested that we had a cure for their disease? Did they welcome the cure?
I don't think the captain of the ship has been interacted with. I interacted with the engineering faction, which isn't the captain.
Yeah,
Right,
we've been.
Side, right?
Mm-hmm.
They welcomed the cure though, right?
They were welcome to the cure.
Okay.
Because the only reason they've been fighting not to return to Kronos is because of the space tetanus.
Gotcha.
No one has interacted with the captain side yet.
Okay. So we don't know if they would appreciate it or not, but we can initiate it from life support irrespective of their wishes. So
you could.
We've already handed it over to I have already handed it over to the engineering team, and it's up to the leader of their faction in order to.
Okay, so you've given them the cure. Well, I guess then that's a question. Do we want to rely on the sane Klingon faction to go ahead and get to life support and implement it, or do we want to do it ourselves?
It would be better if they did it than us.
Probably. But if the Klingon...
We'd have to go over there, and since it's mutated, we'd have to risk reinfection.
If the captain's faction, though, is proximate to life support, it's possible there'll be a fight and the engineering side might lose.
As of right now, they're both pretty much the same distance away.
So, do we have an indication, author, of whether or not that scenario is possible, or does the engineering crew have an advantage in accessing life support and introducing the cure into the atmosphere without interference from the captain's faction?
It appears that life support is on the engineering side of the ship, but is very close to the border. So if the captain's side hears or sees or detects any of this, they might charge across us and start violently asking questions with bat lifts. Or at least angrily yelling.
Would it be possible to distract the captain's faction in some way while the engineering crew implements the cure?
Maybe. It depends on what kind of distraction you're talking.
Well,
I mean, if it goes wrong, we run the risk of the same results happening.
Yeah, I mean, but we could beam over and with our hazmat suits. Sort of what Vera suggested, get their attention, harry them a little bit, and then move off in the opposite direction, moving them away from the life support and allowing the engineering crew to access it.
Why don't we just ask?
Ask the engineering folks?
With the engineering.
Or ask the
I
captain.
mean, I've already given everything to the engineering team and left it up to them. Oh, hey, our doctor's here. We have space tetanus again.
Yeah, we have something for you to do.
Here.
we could just ask the. Oh yeah. Also, I'm here. We could just ask the. What's it called? The captain. Be like, hey, we have a cure for the disease.
That we've
Maybe-
given over to the engineering team.
Do we have some? I mean, I thought they gave us some indication that the captain might be resistant to.
The captain has very much, from Fox's assessment and the assessment of the leader of the engineering faction, he's a very all or nothing kind of guy, and he wants glorious combat.
Okay, so it's.
He also wants. He either wants glorious combat or he wants to complete the mission. You just tell. All we have to do is tell him that this will, just like fixing his ship, this will fix his crew and allow them to make it to the Klingon border.
Yeah, he's been reasonable so far. Let's try and talk to him about it.
All right.
Up to you, Captain.
I will open a channel to the captain.
This is Captain Kringta.
Captain Kringta, we have we've synthesized an antidote to the virus, a vaccine for the virus that seems to have been plaguing your crew. We can send you the means to vaccinate your crew, if that's acceptable to you.
We don't need a vaccination.
Why not?
We've already survived the initial infection, and our Klingon on bodies are much hardier than in your federations.
So, you as a warrior are going to deny, I don't know, every advantage you can get versus an enemy?
Oof.
Metaphorical enemy of a virus, obviously.
I'm gonna say that is presence command. Talking up. Presence command. He's a captain.
I'm currently captaining this ship.
Oh, he's also from another faction. So.
Yeah. No, I was being silly.
You're not going to be going down any chain of your ship or within your faction.
Okay.
That is since your equal rank.
And before focus and empathy?
How so?
She's trying to bet on her knowledge of kind of properly phrasing it as a tool of combat, and using what she knows about Klingons to frame it in a better way that he can justify it.
Okay, I'll accept it.
Cool. Would you like to also accept 3 momentum and 3 threat?
I'll take it.
And kablam. What the heck is that roll?
Dang.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
The Klingon ship explodes.
No. Klingon cuts the comms and starts war against the other faction.
Hold on.
It hasn't resolved yet.
I'm double checking my arcs here.
Whatever happens, I blame K9.
Can I pull off from where from the last part of this arc where she had haggled for that holy relic, that holy Klingon relic? That art, or would that not work?
That would work.
Okay. Add this to... Okay, write that down. Cool. Value. I'm gonna say value my confidence is unshakable, because she's just talking so directly to him.
Yes.
Right. And I can just reroll the zeros, correct?
Yeah, you can reroll as many dice as you like. Leave the
We're
rest.
rerolling all those zeros. There we go.
2, 3, 4, 5. All right.
Sarah finally comes back and she just starts showing us all up the rolls.
That's not what I'm trying to do. I just
minutes
spent a
in.
lot for that.
The mutineers seem to be of the opinion and that this virus was a deliberate plant.
Seeing what we've been seeing, what those over on the Gungnir have been seeing, it's all over the Shackleton.
Unfortunately, there are factions within the Shackleton which do use viruses as a weapon.
Yeah. So all the more reason to have this weapon against them, so you can go beat them up once your mission is done, for daring to infect your crew. Author?
I'm thinking.
Debating how to use this against us.
Mm-hmm. I don't think. Yeah, this makes perfect Klingon sense. So. Very well. A fool would leave a valuable weapon on the table and not utilize it.
Cool. You can work with we think we've got a plan in place to get that to you. Actually, no. I, the player, know that. Via the character, I'm not sure has been informed about that.
The faction that you have been working against has the aerosolized version of the vaccine. All they need is a clear path to implement it into the life support systems of your ship.
They shall have it.
I'll inform them of this turn of events.
And with that, you manage to vaccinate the crew, convince them to allow you to help them and not seek glorious combat in death.
Well done, y'all.
You make your way,
and since we have turned them from potential danger to uneasy ally, we can give them back their computer core, so they can complete their mission with their information intact.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. When you get to Narendra station, you find that the USS Avalon has returned. She's in dry dock, and she has multiple breaches as across her. And last threat spend in for the day. Captain and Ross, you've been requested into Admiral Gaius's office.
Oh, that was a threat spend doesn't sound good.
All that threat to get you rolled into the principal's office.
I report to the Admiral's office.
Captain, I'm sure at this point you've heard about the Avalon and her senior staff.
Just the normal stuff on the grapevine.
It appears that the entire senior staff of the Avalon has defected and gone rogue, possibly to work with Tripolity forces.
Wow, that's surprising.
Her ship came back without her senior staff.
Just the rest of the crew?
Yep. Some poor lieutenant had to command and scale 6 ship all the way back.
Well, good job on him then.
I'm afraid, with the tactical information that these people have and the risk they pose, I'm going to have to reassign the Gungnir to hunt these people down and neutralize them.
Hunt down former Federation officers and neutralize them?
Either bring them in or make sure that they can't use their intel against the Federation.
Okay.
I know this is a hard thing to do and not the kind of orders any captain wants to receive. So if you wish to reject the offer, now is your time.
No, sir, I understand that we have to do what we have to do. Just not a very pleasant thing to do.
Very well. Does the Gungnir require any repairs?
I think we're good. Let me check here.
And Lucy is very pissed off right now.
I am over here screaming into the void of existential crisis that I called it when we started.
We got one structure breach, so I guess we need to get that fixed.
Okay. You can have we can and slot you in and give you a day to patch it up, and then we'll send you on your way.
Thank you, sir. And can we interview some of the crew of the Avalon to see what they know?
Yes, you can, especially since you have a day to figure this out.
Thank you, sir.
And with that, we will end tonight's episode. Dun dun dun.
Hey, look at that. We didn't blow anybody up.
I'm assuming that I now have a bunch of just files on the Avalon senior staff, marking them as the burn notice.
Yep, either bring them in or neutralize them.
Mm-hmm. Now, do they all have to be conscious?
No, they can be unconscious if you can bring them in.
I'm knocking out Pharaoh before she can do anything.
And with that, the credits will roll. Be sure to catch us next week, Thursday, 7 p.m. here on Twitch, to catch our next adventure on the frontier. Thank you to our players tonight. And now we get to do the worst thing possible: hunt another Starfleet officer.
And just so I'm absolutely clear on what I'm going to do to her, hammer.
Oh, don't threaten her with a good time. Music provided by Kevin Macload. You can check out his royalty-free music at incompetech.com. As always, we are forever grateful to Modifius for giving us the tall ship, and to Gene Roddenberry for giving the stars to guide us. Until we meet again, go out and find your next adventure.